The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. Here's your host. The new Black.
All right, man. Happy Financial Freedom Friday. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the new Black Wall Street. That's presenting you guys the Money and Power Show for crypto in the morning. Man, all the info you need to know as it relates to this thing called crypto. And we have a special guest with us here today to share some of the things that they're doing in the crypto space, the NFT space, the Metaverse space, the gaming space, all that good stuff as well. We'll be able to share that with you here in just a second, man. Good morning. Hit that like button, that share button, that subscribe button, that follow button, that heart button, whatever button you can hit, depending on what platform you're in. Hello to all of our Facebook users, YouTube followers, Twitter followers, and also Instagram as well. Good morning to you. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, the Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. And I want to welcome you to today's show. We've got a wonderful show lined up for you. In the comments below, love for you to share just where you're connecting from here this morning. What city, what state, what country you might be connecting with us from here today. We're broadcasting from our virtual studios here in Decatur, Georgia. That's right, Decatur, where it's greater. And we'd love to know how far our reach is across this thing called the World Wide Web, which is global, just like crypto. Let's love to know how far our reach is here this morning. So let us know what city, what state, what country you might be connected from as well. And then also, if you should happen to be catching the replay, go ahead and put in console hashtag replay. We are going to begin our day with a little motivation. That's right, man. Motivation from our brother, Dennis P. Kimbrough. That's right. Daily motivations for African-American success. That's right. Daily motivation for African-American success. And today's title is Fat Free. Fat Free. Now, Suzette Charles, who's a former Miss America, says this, and I quote, "I've been up and I've been down. Man, I've been up and down. It ain't the scale, it's what's in your head. I've been up and I've been down. I've been up and I've been down. It ain't the scale, it's what's in your head." Let's see what Dennis P. Kimbrough has for us here this morning. "We step on the bathroom scale in the morning, discover to our horror that we weigh 1 pound more than we did yesterday. From that moment on, our day is ruined. We stand before the bathroom mirror and say, 'I'm fat.' Our preoccupation with that single pound impinges on and influences everything we do. We approach our workouts, for example, solely in terms of calorie burning, so that they become more remedies for a problem that the enjoyable life activities they are meant to be. Those of us who get caught up in the obsessive approach to weight loss or life in general know that it can sabotage our health and turn us into emotional wrecks. At such times, we need to focus on our overall well-being. The fact is, compulsiveness is seldom rewarded because it can never be satisfied." Let me say that again. Compulsiveness is seldom rewarded because it can never be satisfied. The person who thinks that there's always more to do, that there can never be enough, is bound to be frustrated. There are times when enough is simply enough. Everybody put in console, enough is enough. And when we perform at this level, we remove the fat from our lives. Perhaps we are involved in a difficult relationship and have done everything possible to make it work. We cheat ourselves if we hold on to something that reason tells us is unworkable. It's probably time to remove the fat and move on. When we have given our all in our job and all our efforts are still go unnoticed, we can say, let's drop the fat and search for more promising employment. There are instances in our lives after we have worked hard enough, waited long enough, and loved enough, when obsession is counterproductive. At this moment, it's better to approach our extra baggage with objectivity, not with dread. It's better to just drop your burdens and become fat free. Everybody put in console, remove the fat. And here's our affirmation of the day. You can repeat this with me or type this in the comments below as well. And it simply says this: today, I pledge to free myself from burdens in my life. Today, I pledge to free myself from burdens in my life. Well, that is our daily motivation for African American success from my brother Dennis P. Kimbrough. Y'all know the man. That's that man writes all that good stuff about health, wealth in the Black community. What's going on with you, Miss Zakia? How are you? Good morning to you. Red Pill Awareness has joined us as well. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us here today on Crypto in the Morning. Brother Trey, let's see who's here. Let's see who is here. Man, Miss Teresa Coakley Golf. Good morning to you. Miss Janelle Johnson, Miss Brittany Taylor, Miss Angela Jenkins is in the house. Trey Johnson, what's going on, man? Thanks for doing this. For us. I hope it opens doors and they say you couldn't get into. I appreciate that, man. What's going on? South Carolina, Columbia's in the house. Miss Joy Morrow, good morning to you. How are you? Out of Chicago, that's my hometown. Play to Win is in the house from Atlanta. Hope you guys meet up with us today. We got our Crypto Club meeting here today. SLC from North Carolina. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Brother Wheeler, what's going on with you? Fat free. That's right, man. Remove the fat. Today, I plan to free myself from burdens in my life. Today, I plan to free myself from burdens in my life. Well, let's get on with the show, guys. I want to make sure we just start this thing off right. Get your mind right. Start this day off right. We're going to take a look here and see what the market. I'll bring my brother in just a second. I wanted to make sure I covered this for you because I saw something of interest that you might be interested in here this morning. What's going on with your Vault Life? How are you over there in South Carolina? And what's going on, Big Daddy, man? My bro, my alum brother is here with us as well, man. Hey, we got Dodd here with us today, man. Hey, he's from SWD as well. So hopefully you tune into the whole show. So let's take a look, see what's going on in the crypto space, crypto market. Catch up, guys. It's been an interesting week nonetheless. But we just continue to just truck along. We see here that our Fear Greed Index is 31, was at 32 yesterday. Not much movement as far as how people are feeling in the market. This will probably cover, kind of go through the end of the weekend, and we'll see what happens next week. So pretty much everything's kind of been flat for the over the past 24 hours. We take a look here and see at what's going on CoinMarketCap.com, which we see now, again, over 15,000 cryptocurrencies have been created or tokens have been created. We got $2.64 trillion in the whole cryptocurrency market, a whole global market, so to speak, as well. And we're at 1.49% since yesterday as far as money coming back into the crypto market. Bitcoin still is the leader at 40% of the market is at Bitcoin. But here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing why I like to cover this dominance thing, because we continue to see more money flowing into these altcoin positions, which is anything other than Bitcoin. So at one point in time, Bitcoin was, dominated the market 60%, 70%. All the money was going into Bitcoin. But now we're seeing other projects being developed, money going into those projects to back those projects. And also they're going to bring some value to our world. And we see Metaverse is hot. We see gaming is hot. We see NFTs are hot. And these are on different platforms. Matter of fact, we're going to have brothers talk to us about the NFT space here today. Okay, Ethereum is 20% of the market. So Bitcoin and Ethereum together, 60% of the total, cryptocurrency market. But again, some of these altcoins are pushing up. We see Solana, Cardano, XRP, man, pretty much everything is flat. But we'll take a look here and see, man, what has actually made some moves over the past 24 hours. And if you're in these positions, you're feeling pretty good. What's very interesting to me is that, look at this, Cosmos. Right? Nobody's really talking about this. Cosmos up 18% in the past 24 hours. I just automatically get Cosmos. I forget to talk about it sometimes. Cosmos is one of those coins that actually pays a dividend if you have it in the right place. As a matter of fact, if you're on Coinbase, you're getting a dividend. You're getting a reward for actually holding Cosmos. And it's up 18%, plus the 5% that it pays just for you holding the particular token. Those are the type of things I like to invest in. Anyway, I mentioned you guys Matic, right? Last week, I was like, I'm buying me some Matic. Well, if you follow my trades, yeah. But some of you guys ain't following my trades. Oh, well, that sucks. Well, the people that's following my trades that pay $5 a month to get my trades, guess what? I mentioned them, hey, I'm getting me some Matic. Guess what? It's up 14% the past 24 hours. Matic is a very important coin, especially in this NFT metaverse space. A lot of things are happening on the Polygon network, which is a little bit cheaper than Ethereum. Right, Stellar Lumens. I don't know why Stellar's up 11%. I can't really tell you that why. Oasis, I don't know. I don't really. Ravencoin is pretty interesting. Terra Luna. So we got some stuff that moved up. Everything's not really moved up a whole lot, okay? But we do see some big wins for year to date for cryptocurrency. Now, I do like to also take a look at volume, see what the activity is taking place as well. What did I click? I don't want to click that. Okay. Click over here. Okay, there we go. And we see that, again, because there's fear in the market, a lot of money has moved over to our stablecoin positions, which would be Tether, Binance USD, USDC coin. All of those are 3 stablecoins in the top 5 as far as activity that's taking place, with Bitcoin and Ethereum always going to be up there as far as money moving. But look at ADA. ADA here is now in this position. There's a lot of activity. We've seen ADA move up 10% over the past 7 days. I mentioned to my team as well. I said, hey, this is just too cheap, right, for the value that it brings. Here's what our mentor taught me. Mr. Warren Buffett taught me this. He said this, and everybody put this comments below: price is what you pay, but value is what you get. Everybody, again, let me repeat that again for the people in the back. Put this in the comments below. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. So what I look for is I try to look for things that are extremely valuable, but are cheap in price, because eventually the price has to catch up. That's how I look at it. And let me say that again. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. I look for things that are extremely valuable, right, and also maybe underpriced, right, because eventually the price has to catch up to the value. That would be what we call fundamentals. Cardano is just fundamentally sound, right, and I believe it's super cheap for the value that they bring to the cryptocurrency marketplace. That's why I picked some up, and I said, hey, it might move slow, but it's extremely valuable. Solana is another one of those things. I think that, I don't know about the price, but it's up 28% over the past 7 days. Again, Matic's up 42% over the past 7 days. So hopefully you may be in some of those positions and you're smiling because you bought low during that big dip, that Black Friday dip, and you got to move forward in your position. You feeling pretty good about your cryptocurrency or your crypto portfolio. If you're feeling pretty good about your crypto portfolio at this particular time, let me get some smiley faces in the chat. Hey, let me see who's happy. If you're happy, you know it, clap your hands. Let me see who's happy and you know it as it relates to looking at your cryptocurrency or your crypto portfolio. Now, I'm trying to move fast. I get my brother's here. I can't be just having him sitting there holding, waiting while we sit there and talk about stuff. But anyway, I want to talk about Metaverse for a second, okay? So there's Metaverse land sales. This would be digital real estate. Everybody put it in console, digital real estate. Land sales on Ethereum and Solana, they top over 100 million in 1 week, right? $100 million. What's going on, Credit King Steve? Got to get you on the show at some particular time. Let me know when you're ready. Anyway, Metaverse land sales. This is the Money and Power Show, by the way. We do talk a lot about crypto, but my brother gonna hip us on this credit thing as well. Metaverse land sales and Ethereum is on top 100 million in 1 week. Most of the cash invested in Metaverse land, digital real estate, right, or crypto real estate, you can call that as well, is being spent on Ethereum-based projects. But investors are increasingly looking at Solana as well. Our brother, who's going to be with us here today, is going to talk to us a little about Solana as well. So anyway, why do I want to bring that to your attention? Because I found this space today or yesterday that I want to bring to your attention. It's called Republic Realm, okay? Republic Realm. Now, what is Republic Realm? This is very interesting. I think it's very interesting. This might be for some people, right? Republic Realm, as you guys see here, in case you guys don't know, in case you're wondering, like this is what you're seeing on the screen, what this person, this avatar moving around is the metaverse, okay? All right, and they're developing the metaverse, investment, development, infrastructure, innovation across the global metaverse and NFT ecosystem. So what is Republic Realm? Right, so Republic Realm is one of the most active investors and developers in the metaverse real estate ecosystem. Let me make that a little bit bigger for you guys. I know it's probably small. Make it a little bit bigger so you guys, in case you guys want to make sure you can read, I'm trying my best. All right, they invest in, manage, and develop assets, including NFTs, virtual real estate, metaverse platforms, gaming, and infrastructure. Today, we are among the largest landowners in Axie Infinity, Decentraland, Sandbox, and Treeverse. Now, so that says to me that this company has gone out and bought, right, virtual real estate in these metaverses, right? Axie Infinity is a gaming space. Decentraland is a metaverse space game as well. Sandbox is kind of the same as well. I never heard of Treeverse, so that's a new one for me. They're holding. I don't want to be on a newsletter. They have holdings in 19 metaverse platforms and own over 2,500 NFTs. We develop our metaverse real estate NFT projects, including Metajuca, the first metaverse shopping mall. What? The first metaverse shopping mall with retail tenants and leases. What? Okay, we develop our own metaverse real estate NFT projects. That's their own project. including Metajuca, which is the first Metaverse shopping mall that has retail tenants and leases. What? Whoa, whoa. I didn't know I was going to read that. Okay, let me pull the screen up for you because maybe y'all don't see that. I didn't know I was going to read that when I came over here to share this with you guys today. Metajuca, the first Metaverse shopping mall with retail tenants and leases. Now you just think for yourself for a second. If you were the one who developed a shopping mall in the Metaverse and you had people that paid booth rent or space rent, right, to be in your mall so that when all these little avatars start walking around, they can shop at your mall and probably buy real stuff. And they got leases. Okay, well, it's Fantasy Island, which is a luxury master plan real estate development in the Sandbox Metaverse, and the Republic Realm Academy, the first online university set in the Metaverse and driven completely by tuition NFTs. What? Republic Realm Academy, the first online university set in the Metaverse and driven completely by tuition NFTs. So tuition is being paid with NFTs. Okay. They have 2 gaming guilds in formation, including one that is the DAO. So over here, you can find out what's the Metaverse, an alternate digital reality where people socialize, work, play, and transact. Metaverse is built on the blockchain of self-contained virtual cities and economies that simulate real-world interactions. What is the Metaverse ecosystem? Here's the ecosystem. You might want to write this down. You got your Metaverse gaming and content, right? You have your mass social experiences. You have your play-to-earn games and guilds. If you know about guilds. If you've ever played World of Warcraft or any of those games, got guilds, right? NFTs and generative content. That's going to be your artwork and all that stuff. Decentralized autonomous organizations. Those are going to be like your nonprofits and stuff like that. Chains and services. That's what makes up the Metaverse ecosystem. Okay, gaming, social experiences, play to earn games and guilds, NFTs, decentralized autonomous organizations, chains and services. They got a backing, all that stuff, right? They've been mentioned in all these places, Bloomberg and all this stuff. But here's what I wanted to see: everything. Here's what they done built, right? Fantasy Island, NFT Museum, Fantasy Tika Villa. I mean, look at this stuff: shopping mall, the shopping district, Fantasy Collection, Marina. Right, and then you can invest with them if you have supposedly at least $500,000. Okay, if you wanted to invest with them, you had to be an accredited investor. Well, that was before this came out, and they have actually a crowd fund or a private equity fund for the regular people to say, hey, well, maybe you're not a $500,000 person, but you like what we're doing over here. Well, they have this thing over Republic for the Realm Metaverse Real Estate. A diversified portfolio of digital real estate NFTs across various metaverses, which we just covered. And you can reserve a spot for $1,000. Now, here's some of the highlights. A diversified portfolio of digital assets across 13 metaverses. They raised more than $11 million previously through Republic. They've been featured in all those places. They're among the largest NFT real estate owners in Sandbox, Xfinity, and Decentraland. They have a strategy to develop and operate parcels to maximize returns. The return on invested capital of more than 145% since March of 2021. In a year and a half, they have grown. They brought back 145%, more than 145% back on the return on investment for people that have invested with them. And they're managed by Republic Realm, the leading investor in Metaverse and NFT. So if you're not an accredited investor, right, over here, and you want to go directly through Republic Realm, well, there's a way for you to do it over here and say, hey, well, we want to participate in this Metaverse real estate thing, and we don't really have the time to go out here and go learn all this stuff and do all this stuff, but you want to participate in it, and you got at least $1,000, this might be a place for you to consider. All right. All right, now they're not paying me to talk about this, but I thought this was pretty interesting, okay? I think this was pretty dang on interesting, so to speak, so that's why I brought it to your attention here today. This is crypto crazy. Okay, this is crypto crazy. Okay, I got you. Scroll up here. Okay, cool. So here's the deal, guys. I am going to take my quick break so we can be back with my brother here and we can keep on talking about NFTs and Solano and ADA or whatever else y'all want to talk about here this morning on Crypto. And the boy will be right back after the break. All right, guys, another opportunity, guys, from one of our Black-owned businesses that is expanding or offering those opportunities to be a franchise or to invest in the company as well. That would be Team Supreme. They do have a burger joint and also a fish joint. So if you want to bring one of these franchises to your area with either a strip mall or a food truck or airport or something like that, well, reach out to them and see, talk about these franchise opportunities at www.supremefoodsworldwide.com. www.supremefoodsworldwide.com. If you're not a franchisor like a Shack or something like that, but you just want to invest in the expansion, you can do that as well. You'll find that information at that same website as well. Here's the deal that I'll tell you. A lot of times we say, we talk about how people get opportunities before us and maybe quite possibly we wish we would have and all this stuff. Well, here's the thing, man. Obama basically. There was a bill passed under the Obama administration that now lets the little people get in first as well, which is where you see these Reg CF, crowdfunding campaigns like we see with Republic Realm, and we see also with Team Supreme. So if you believe in a project and you got the capital, you can no longer complain about not having the access, not having the opportunity. All right, it's just a matter of whether you will take advantage of the opportunity. And this may be something. Here's what I know. We can talk about Metaverse all we want. NFTs, crypto, and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, people gonna eat. Okay, people are still going to eat physical food. All right, that's what I do know. Right, we still got to sustain ourselves. So check out Team Supreme at www.supremefoodsworldwide.com and help a small Black-owned business become a big Black-owned business. As they continue to expand. Anyway, if you are enjoying the show, man, you like what we're doing here at Money and Power Show of Crypto in the Morning, go ahead and put in the console some hand claps in the chat. Let us know that we're doing a wonderful job of making sure that you are well informed, right? That you know the info that's happening in crypto and other spaces where we can make our money grow. That's exactly what we're doing. Now, we have a guest here, Crypto Kronic. He was here about a month ago. All right, and we want to bring him back because he was doing some phenomenal things, and we want to get an update and all that good stuff as well. And so we're going to bring him on. He probably got some other stuff to share with us as well. Let me change my tagline down there for the morning. All right, cool. If you're ready to go, man, let me get some thumbs up so I'll bring you up from the green room, brother. All right, he is ready to go, man. Let me bring him up, man. Introducing, bringing back my brother who is working on an NFT project, gaming project, and all that stuff, man. Crypto Kronic is in the building. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, ERGJ? How you doing, man? Another one.
We rocking and rolling over here, man. Thanks so much for joining. I know that you guys have been kind of just moving right on along with your project. But again, there's some people who may be joining us and maybe be introduced to you for the first time. So if you could just tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do, man.
Certainly. My name is Jerome Dodd. That's Jerome with an N, and I'm a junior. I've known brother Evan since forever, actually. Kind of grew up together, Decatur. Always been involved in technology. I played basketball professionally. I had a great opportunity to travel around the world, Asia, Europe, some parts of the Americas. And from an early age, I knew that I was an entrepreneur since I was a kid, basically. Like I was the guy knocking on doors, asking to cut grass. and I was the guy selling candy in school. Because I just always had a thirst for doing more and creating wealth actually for my family and myself. And every young boy has a dream of buying a house for his mom. So all of that went into my kind of psycho, orientation and kind of how I thought about money. I didn't learn about money really. I just kind of went out and hustled and learned through experience. No one taught me, about credit or stocks or any of these things. So I just kind of took a self-learning approach. I went to Morehouse, and now what we're doing is we're in the technology world. We've been making games, apps, websites, and now that the crypto NFT space is here, we jumped headfirst into that, and we have we have about 7 projects that's being built right now, brother. The first one that's out now is Kronic, and that is a cannabis-based NFT project where we are building utility behind the NFTs through gaming. So, and those NFTs are like a collection. So we start with seeds, we go to sprouts, we go to buds, and there's actually 2 more categories that we have yet to release. But when I was last on here, we kind of had just released our website. And since that time, we've been building our community and really fine-tuning our communication plan and strategy. Right now, we have a tentative launch date of about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks from today. And so I've just been grinding it out with our coders and our tech people. There's a lot to it on the tech side when you're dealing with like a whole collection of things and you have your own platform and site. So it's more to it than just dropping off the JPEG or the PNG in the Ethereum or Rarible, blockchain or website for us. So we've had a lot to learn along the way, but we're super excited and re-energized to really make a strong push over these next 2 to 3 weeks to really get everybody in our community excited. We have a little bit of marketing left to do, but right now we're in great shape, and we're about to release 1,500 NFTs in our first drop. We have a total of 12,000 NFTs that we plan to drop between now and 2022, the end of 2022. We decided to go with 40 different strains of cannabis as our kind of benchmark. And as I said, we have different categories of NFTs. So we have seeds, sprouts, and buds currently, and you will be able to use these NFTs in actual games. And it's a lot to the project. We have our own currency token that we're getting ready to release. Evan, I know you said it's like over 15,000 cryptocurrencies out there. Well, you could add one more to that because we're about to drop TERP, TERP, which will be our native token that will govern our activities. And we want to build the value in that as well. And we have an entire plan of how we're going to manage the release of that TERP. And that's why, getting in with the Kronic NFTs is important, because you will get whitelisted and you will be first in line. And actually, you will be incentivized to receive some TERP when that drops. So we're going to release all of that kind of information over the next, I would say, 36, 48 hours in terms of, hey guys, this is our plan. This is our plan in stone, and we're going to stick to it. We just had to kind of wade the water a little bit over the last few weeks because it was some troubleshooting we had to do on the technology side. Sometimes when you start some things before knowing everything, you discover, hey, I got to go back and do this the right way in this space. So that was what happened. But, that's life. And we learn, we roll with the punches. And Kronic, like I said, is just one NFT project. It's a massive project on its own, but and it has a major team and a great team. But our thing is transferring this knowledge through our entire enterprise. And so we have a lot of other business ventures, and we're just applying the same principles across the board. Some of the other things.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's stop there. So yeah, I appreciate you, man. There's quite a few things I'd like to ask along the way. And again, for those that's with us, go ahead, hit that like button and share button. We've shared a couple things. We've shared obviously an opportunity to invest Black, franchise Black, and now we actually have a Black-owned NFT project, cannabis-based NFT project that you could be a part of as well. There's a couple things in that statement though. What was the take on going with the cannabis-based project? I'm gonna start with that. I got a couple questions. Start with that. What about cannabis? What kind of said, let's bring cannabis to the crypto space and NFT space and gaming space?
Oh, it was so easy because of the climate of the cannabis industry right now, with the expansion of hemp farming across the country, with the expansion of legalization, and just overall public sentiment of cannabis is not a bad plant. And my personal affinity and usage of cannabis, I'm also into hemp farming. So cannabis has always been on my mind for quite a while. From the medicinal, obviously recreational. A lot of people like it for that, but for me, I've kind of gone beyond that to more of a medicinal application, and maybe from time to time recreational. But I love CBD products. Stuff just works, and not enough people really know about the health side of it. And so I was literally sitting at home, man, and like this is like February, and just it came to me, crypto, Kronic. I mean, it just hit my head, and I just moved on it. I was just inspired to do something creative, and I figured, hey, there's got to be 100 million people that love cannabis out there in the world. And when I looked around, I didn't see anything. And I said, okay, we have to do something. We will be on the front end. We already have actual farm operation going on through Good Hemp Farms here in Georgia. Excuse me, here in Georgia. So we had placement in the industry. And I thought to myself, I see where this is going. How can we be at the forefront of, being a part of the movement to bring these industries together in a creative way? And so that's just kind of how it started.
Now you just said something. You said it kind of hit you and you kind of moved on. What would you say to the individual that might be watching today who, it seems like ideas come to us all, right? They come
Yes.
to us all. We're inspired by different things in our life. But most people don't really act on their inspiration. And I believe that they're missing out on billion-dollar opportunities for their life. But what would you say to those individuals who they had the idea? They may even record it. It's probably in their journal right now, but they haven't really taken any action yet.
Well, on one level, I would say that you have to get outside of your comfort level and zone. Okay. One thing they told us at Morehouse, good old Morehouse, was always have a pen or pencil on you, no matter where you're at. And like you say, it's one thing to record inspiration or to make a note of it, but it's another thing to actually act on it. And that is a difference between walkers and talkers. Walking the walk is doing, is actually applying application. And even if you miss, even if you don't make it, guess what? That effort, that energy that you put out there is going to create a doorway through the universe. So a lot of times it's about, intention and having the right intention actions. So it's not always about, I figured it all out. It's about, hey, you got to try. Once you go through that door and take that next step, you're going to see a whole new thing, and now you have a new experience to kind of gauge your next movement from. So it's just life. I mean, you have to do, it's great to think and talk all day. I'm a thinker, so I love to think. I could sit here and think all day. I can meditate all day. But at some point, you have to do. But I'm not going to say anything wrong with meditation, because I feel like that is actually a part of doing as well. But, in a mundane sense, you have to take it beyond the thought, and turn it into a real thing. And when that happens, it's like you force the energies around you to move, and good things will happen.
Now you said that. Let me ask this, man. You said that obviously you got started, and you run into some things along the way, especially in this new industry where you pretty much are pioneering. I mean, for the most part, a pioneer, a trailblazer. What are some things that you've learned about NFT or the NFT space along the way? Because many people, we're seeing the yachts being sold for 500,000, and we're seeing Bored Ape yachts and all this stuff, and many people they just simply think it's just a JPEG and so my first question would be, what have you learned? And then also, what are some other things that you can see or foresee like NFTs being used for? Because we just heard an online academy with tuition NFTs, which is insane.
That's crazy. That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. Okay. What I've learned is that things change very, very quickly. Okay. So what I saw this huge wide open canvas when this thing really first hit, when it first hit mainstream about NFTs, it was still a huge wide open canvas. And like, the crypto punks, on Ethereum, I don't know if anybody knows this, but when they started, they actually gave away all those crypto punks for free, like 2 or 3 years ago. Okay. They did not have a floor sale. So certain people are just ahead in terms of information, what's coming next. But it was still so wide open, like earlier this year. Like it was so much white space. And then I just saw a flood. It was like literally a tsunami wave of people and companies jumped in and washed away a lot of stuff that was like old. It created a new wave of, hey, now you have to do this. Now it's another step to this. So I think the more time that goes by, the more sophisticated, knowledgeable people get. We're basically recreating the world. Okay. So anything that's in the real world now is going to be in this space. So when you said about the leasing for the metaverse space, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like it's just the logical next thing to do. So we have to think about this. If it can be done in the real world, it can be done in the virtual world. Actually, this is not new. Like there's companies like Second Life, Sims. Second Life in particularly, they've been around for over 10 years, and they have a complete virtual world as well that you can walk around in, have your own avatar. And I just saw an article where they were saying they didn't think Facebook was going to be successful with their metaverse because, they said it seems like they're trying to force people into the metaverse, and it's not for everybody. But I'm just saying this concept has been around for a while. This is not a new concept. It's just that with the financial industries around behind it, they're pushing the metaverse on everything. So it's just going to continue to develop as far as I can see. Now, I have a mixed feeling about the progression of cryptocurrency, the entire thing, the metaverse. Like from one aspect, I'm a human and I'm a natural person. So I don't want to infringe upon my natural self, so to speak. I don't want to actually become an android, or I don't want to necessarily merge with the machine to the point where it changes who I am. You know what I mean? I need real experiences. I need real fresh air. I need real trees. So I'm old school. I came from a time when people used to remember phone numbers, before the cell phones and all that. People used to talk to people. And so we're in a new age, a new generation of young people. So I think we still have to be the old guard and still, even as we jump into this technology world, we still have to instill those same values that make us human. And we can't get totally absorbed into, to becoming a digit ourselves. But with that being said, on the positive side, it's a major deregulation of everything. And now you have an opportunity to, like Brother Evan said, directly connect to investors. That's one major thing I saw. It's like, this is like, crowdfunding 301, really. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kickstarter or some other like crowdfunding platforms, but man, that's what everybody's basically doing with these NFT projects. This is crowdfunding. Okay. basically, you create a product, you ask the people to help you fund it, you build a community, and you tell them what you want to build, and that's what's going on. So it just depends on how far you can get on your own, which determines how much value you're really going to be able to keep, in house. But that's what I see coming, man. I mean, I see all the good and all the bad. I see Elon Musk robots popping up on the streets, but I also see new ways for us to eat. I see a boom in real estate, and just a new class of millionaires. And it's already happened and happening as we speak. So I know that the governments of the world are trying to get their hands around all this stuff. I know the SEC is doing their due diligence and trying to, corral domestic companies to, report. Like Coinbase now is kind of all the way in, and they're in compliance. And so it's just good to understand the global setup from, US based companies to foreign based companies. It's good to examine the laws and make sure you're not caught just, without any recourse, like just out here spending money crazy. Because at the end of the day, those people are going to come back for their cut. And so if you're not savvy or smart enough to navigate without causing, liability, then you should be prepared to take care of that some way or another. So that's just a warning to the people, because I know when we make a lot of money, the first thing we want to do is spend it, or reinvest. But you should know the implications of this crypto landscape when it comes to taxes. So that's one thing I'm really attuned to, is what are the powers that be doing? How are they, moving, and how can we be as smart as we can to keep the most of our money?
I appreciate that, man. Now, with the Crypto Kronic project, I believe last we talked, there was like with your team. What I found very interesting about your team as well was the impact that the opportunities that you guys were creating for the youth or for the next generation. And so I know that you have the NFT project, which will then be usable in your play to earn game that's coming out as well. And then I also believe that there's a marketplace that you could exchange for, I guess, CBD products or cannabis products as well. So talk to us a little bit more about the project, the impact, and the opportunities that are being presented with what you guys are creating.
Okay, so Crypto Kronic is a really dynamic operation. As you mentioned, the NFTs is just more of the market entry product. But our goals are to merge the cannabis and crypto industries in a platform or a way that they can interface. So that's why we created TERP, our own token currency, where we can start to build value for our network currency. Now, this is a Solana blockchain project, and again, Solana is has been doing great over the last, I say, year or so. It's one of the top cryptocurrencies out there. The technology basically is generation 3, meaning that they have lower gas fees and higher transaction rates than Ethereum blockchain. And we think it's a solid company. So we chose Solana. But back to Crypto Kronic, yeah. So we have the NFTs. That's wealth building 101. And then we have
now why do you call it wealth building 101?
Because it's layers and levels to this. I mean, the NFT is just the first point of contact. It's like, this is where we are able to start to educate people on, not only our project, but in general, why NFTs are and can be important. But I was just saying it as a phrase, nothing.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah. So, we start with the NFTs. And like I said, for any cannabis advocates, this would be a very interesting project. this allows us to basically bring in many partners, because a lot of people in the cannabis industry have their own strain, or they have their own goods, they have their own products. So this is basically helping us here at Crypto Kronic, along with good hemp farms at the same time. And that is part of the motivating factor behind this, is the fact that we are into the retail CBD space, and we are into the agricultural hemp space. And how cool would it be for CBD or cannabis retailers to be able to sell their products strictly in crypto, and for crypto people to get their stuff on a marketplace, where the currency that they're using actually goes up in value. Inflation, we're in a terrible time in inflation right now, and I think it's going to get worse. So this project kind of gives people a new way to use and have money. I mean, along with any other project, but yeah, it's a huge thing, man, because not only is it the NFTs, okay, not only is it the video game, not only is it a marketplace, we also have a creative story behind this whole thing, and we're making comics, and there's a if you go to the very top, Evan, on the very top banner, you can see like a little art banner. Yeah, like these characters right here, these are the Noids, like cannabinoid, right? And we have a whole story behind them where they were on this planet called Sandiva. It's like a mix between sativa and indica, and they were basically, it's like a Avatar story. The humans came and snatched them up and started experimenting on them, and cultivating their healing properties. One of them escapes through the blockchain, and he's on a mission to heal the world now. So we have this whole creative story with these characters, and it's the fun part for me, because I like getting into the storytelling, and we're big on publishing books and all that kind of stuff. So I just see this as a creative project that will just add to the fun and engagement when we really start cranking it out. We have over 10 beautiful pieces of art created for that right now, but we're going to release that next quarter.
Now let me ask this: why was it important to create? Because if we got over 15,000 cryptocurrencies now, it seems like every community is creating their own kind of currency. Why was it important for you guys to have Terp? And then is Terp, a couple questions with Terp. Is Terp built on the Solana ecosystem? Is that how that works? And then will there be some opportunities? Because I'm seeing more as new projects come out, I'm seeing them leverage the ecosystem that they're on to offer yield farming and stuff like that.
Yes. So Terp is on the Solana blockchain, and we will release a complete financial plan to the community in terms of how we're going to distribute the Terp. Obviously, we're still new to this, but through looking at what others have done and studying up, we definitely want to, make a percentage of the Terp available to the public. We're probably going to burn some. We got our number. We're looking at around 11 billion Terp that we want to cap at, but we're still considering that. But it's important because, again, what is Tailcoin? What is Veracity? Those are tokens on the Ethereum blockchain, and they have a complete company wrapped around it. So that's still Ethereum, right? But you don't think of those products. You don't think Ethereum when you see those for the first time. So they've created a real deal business, and a real deal token that has its own, image on another blockchain. So that's the same thing. So yeah.
You just mentioned companies nobody know about.
Oh, my bad. Okay. All right, you mentioned Engine. That's Ethereum. I don't know if you know that. And by the way, Evan, no, I can't reveal that right now. Sorry, I can't. But there's some big things coming up that I have to share with you with a major crypto company we have a contract with, but we're not allowed to share yet. But maybe in the next month or so, we're going to have a huge announcement with one of the major gaming cryptocurrency companies.
Okay, so let's finish what you were saying about why it's important to create your own token.
Yeah. So think about it. I mean, I said to myself, wait a minute, you mean to tell me we can create our own money? Not only our own money, this is like having your own bank, right? So how much money can we make from NFT sales? Well, let's put that in a snapshot. Let's say we sell 10,000 NFTs in 2022, and they're averaging $200 a piece. That's $2 million on a floor sale for our NFTs. So our cap that we can make from the NFT sales is around $2 million or a little bit more or less, depending on the price of sold. All right. And then we have the second stream of revenue, which is residuals. People going to resell it. People want to make money on the NFTs. So we have a 7% resale money that comes back to us, right, on the residual, because we need operating capital. We want to support causes. We need a budget to keep it going. And then the next thing is, wait a minute, where are we at?
You said you were just talking about you didn't even scroll down, or are you just looking for something else?
Nah, I'm just trying to bring the point back around all the way, because I was saying all that to say,
you were talking about a token. You said you have, 2 million be your cap if you sell 10,000 NFTs, and then you said, residuals.
Yes. So okay, that all sounds great, right? But then now you have a token, a coin, and you create 11 billion of them. If that ever gets anywhere near 1 cent, like we literally just created how many millions of dollars, untold millions. So
now this is a great question, because again, I really want everybody putting down so big business. What you're talking about, brother, is not just a JPEG NFT creation. You're talking about entrepreneurship. You're talking about business. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a business and a brand behind the project. You see what I'm saying? Like this is what I really want people to kind of grasp, because there's so many, and there's so many talented people in our community, and some might just make dope art, but there's a business to this thing that you guys are talking about, and you're talking about capital and budgets and donations and all this stuff. But here's a great question again when it comes to what actually makes a token valuable or increase in value or go up in price?
Well, all right. So to answer that, I would come back with what makes an investor invest in a company. What it is the team, the plan, and the abilities. That it's just simple as that. So for anything, it's like, how do you measure the value of a company? Well, you measure it based on assets, knowledge, capabilities, and what they've already done. So in this, it's the same thing. It's like, why is your token? Why should I buy your token? Well, because guess what? There's no crypto cannabis marketplace. Okay. What we're talking about is a multi-billion, if not trillion-dollar operation, if it was done correctly. Okay. I mean, these are two huge things that we're bringing together, and we have a currency that's going to go along with this. We have games that's going to go along with this. We have comics that's going to go along with this. We have NFTs. That's why Turk will be valuable, because it's going to bring in so many people. Like we already have, independent cannabis business people that are coming to us. So we're forming like Voltron right now, literally. And all these people are going to be marketeers for this. So, I mean, what makes it valuable is people believe in it. What makes it valuable is what makes the US dollar valuable. US dollar is not valuable. It's only valuable because we still believe in it, and we're used to using it. We're conditioned to it. But if you look at the numbers, clearly it's losing value every single day. So what makes something valuable is an idea, but that idea is backed up by real world capabilities, activities, projections, planning, and expression. So like, that's what I see. It's all about, and then rarity. We're rare. We're very rare. We didn't just come out with a avatar NFT project. We didn't say, hey, cute koalas, and our currency is tree. We want to save the koalas. That's noble and fine, but we just have a very dynamic plan, and there's no company that can easily replicate what we're doing, just based on how we're built and how we're staked in the industry as real players. So I think TERP will be very valuable. We definitely want to make sure we take care of the people that help us first. And that's why we're going to create the whitelist, and we're going to take care of the people who invest in crypto Kronic NFTs, because it's so much to give away. This is another beautiful thing about this. It's like we're literally creating money out of thin air, which means that we creating value out of thin air, and now we can give away this value. We can exchange this value. So I'm sitting over here with 11 billion TERP. Hey, who wants some TERP? Who needs some TERP? You know what I'm saying? We can barter now. We can incentivize marketeers now. It just creates a community of wealth.
Yeah, that's why they call it an ecosystem. Everybody comes with an ecosystem. Now, again, I want to make sure you guys check out the website, cryptochronic.io. That's the website. So you see the name down there, Crypto Kronic, KRYPTOKRONIC.io. And, we got a couple minutes left, brother. So we got to begin to wrap up this show. Again, it's always a pleasure. What I want to say, I'm proud of you, brother. I mean, I know you for a long time. And you and your brother, I had the swords and shields, you know what I mean? And I'm excited about not only this, I'm excited to hear about the other things that are coming up behind this, but I know
I know. Evan, listen, it's so much I have to tell you about swords and scales. Major things are going on, but we can't. Hey, later.
One bite at a time.
Bite at a time.
But I want to give you an opportunity to leave something with the people. Again, we have entrepreneurs, we have investors, we have people that just interested in this space as well. We have some entrepreneurs who haven't got started yet, or got they're still trying to figure stuff out. But what would be some words of wisdom to our audience who might catch this, who are watching live, who might catch the replay?
Oh, I love this part. Yeah, my message is you are enough. You are enough. You do not have to look outside of yourself to do anything, okay? All the answers are within you. Now, there will be guides, there will be people and energies and entities that will help you, but it starts with you. Only you can do it. You came in this world by yourself. You're probably going to leave it by yourself. And at the end of the day, you're going to have to account for your deeds. Can't blame nobody else for your problems. Now, we all have environmental situations, things happen in life, but it's not about what happens, because guess what? It happens to everybody. Everybody goes through things. It's about how you respond. And so, again, are you going to think about it, or are you going to do something about it? But my other part to that is, it's like a coin. Doing more sometimes is doing less, right? What does that mean? It means sometimes being a busybody and trying to do all these things to change this illusion is not the best approach. Sometimes the best approach is to start with yourself, okay? And sometimes you just got to sit still. Sometimes if you're going through some things, just reflect, meditate, because just like Wi-Fi works, guess what? Your mind works too, okay? So if we sitting here with all these devices and computers, and it's all operating on this invisible wavelength called Wi-Fi, why can't we use our Wi-Fi? What's wrong with our Wi-Fi? Well, I know what it is. We haven't put no time and energy into cultivating our Wi-Fi. So I would suggest that, for starters, get to know yourself, sit still with yourself sometimes, listen to your thoughts, like turn off all the external stimuli sometimes, and just be with yourself, and things will start to come to you, and then when you act on some of those thoughts that came to you, then you'll start to see actually the matrix can work for you. and actually the universe can work for you, and people will start to show up and pop up, and you got to go get them. You got to go talk to them, and then, you know, that's how things happen. You have to knock on the door. You have to answer the door. You have to walk through the door. That's the only way. You have to do it. People are here to help you. We want you to win, but you know, it's only like up to you. So that's what I have. You know, just do it. Try not to be cliche-ish, but it's all about you, and you are enough. And trust me, when you know that and believe that, like, it shines from within. Like, it's an energy thing. You know, when people are certain and confident, people can feel that. It's the same thing with money. You know, when you have money, when you know how money works, people can feel that, you know. So do it.
You are enough, man. Turn your Wi-Fi on. Well, I want to appreciate Brother Dive. You appreciate this brother kind of coming in and sharing with us, man. Leave some comments down below for this brother. Show your praise. You know, give roses while the brother is still here. We definitely appreciate you here on the Money and Power Show, and I know we'll be bring you back on and get some more updates. But Crypto Kronic, guys, that's the project, not just NFT, but so much more to it. You can dive in as well. And you'll get on the whitelist, join the Discord, go to the website to get that information. And they also have some steps, right? So if you're new to the NFT space, got some steps on how to start your wallet, you know what I mean, and how to be prepared so that you can receive your assets once you invest in them as well. So there are some how-tos on that side as well to get you going. But anyway, man, Brother Di, again, appreciate you so much. And for everybody else, you know what guys got to say, man, I appreciate you. I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's keep building as we climb together. We're all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we're all we really need. And thank God that is more than enough. Until next episode, y'all know what time it is. It's time for that Black Bazaar promo. We'll be out. Brother Dodd just waiting in the green room for us for just a second, okay?
All right, thanks.
Oh, yeah.